to the Kata Bush. Today I am going to be showing, no, not I, the Bush. The Bush will be showing one of his great Bionicle creations. And with further ado, I will let the Bush continue this opening. Hello, I am the Bush, and today I'm going to show you one of my great Bionicle creations. And so let us get on. And before I start doing this, I'm going to mention the fact that my face is going to be looking down at the computer screen, so that way I know what I'm doing to this thing. Alright, so here it is. Still on. Yes. That's right, this is what I created. Now, if you can see, this is still used with, like, the Rakshi, I believe that's how I'm pronouncing it. Rakshi, yes. This took me a long time as well. I forget how long it actually took me. This guy, the guy right in the thing, that took me about, probably about 15 minutes. Who knows? Because he was the guy who came straight out of the box. Because I did not modify him in any way. As you could probably see by the bike itself. Now, this is not your ordinary bike. This is just a hover bike that I created. And not only is this just a bike, it's also all his weapons. As you can see, you have all these weapons on the front. And if I tilt it up, there we go. Can you guys see that? Yes, the little tiny gun underneath all that stuff in the front. And I have to admit, this guy is pretty cool. I mean, I probably spent maybe an hour or so on his weapons. Maybe an hour or two, I don't know. I forget how long it took me to make this. However, on the other one that I have up here, I forget his name. Raskira, there we go. This guy's name is Kata. I think that's what I named him. So, I'm going to show you something very cool. This guy, I'm going to show you the forms that this guy has. However, to do that, I actually have to hit the stop recording button. Because I'm not going to show you how to do that. Because otherwise, this video would be very, very long. So, I'll be right back. So now, like I said, I'm not going to show you how I'm going to transform this guy in his different modes. However, I'm going to say that this is his first mode. So, you guys get the pleasure of watching the screen for a couple of minutes. Alright. Talk to you later. Alright, we're back. I finally finished transforming him. So, with further ado, this is his first mode. And if you can see, this was the rear. Well, if I can get him. There we go. I have to hold him like that. If you can see the full extent of his weapon. Because if I put it in the right spot, it'll be way too flimsy and I can't show it. It is basically a big, giant... Where is it? Where's the rope tire? There we go. This big, giant hammer. And, not only is it a hammer, but... Ah, crap. Forgot about that. It's also a sniper rifle, if you so wish. Oh, and if you really want to be devastating with him, cannon. Yes, this is his cannon. He actually has a cannon on him as well, like Raskira, except his cannon is just as powerful. Alright, and one thing I have to note is in this mode, his hands are really, really flimsy. Yeah, so if you see him hanging like this, his arm hanging like this, that's alright. It's just because of the way I'm holding him. And on his left arm, we have this little... Can I get it all the way in frame? There we go. His little nifty shield, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, at first, I had the front of the bike, which you could see with all those weapons, it used to extend all the way here. So it would be a shield and a blade. But it was just way too long to have on this as well. So, that's pretty much it. I mean, I just basically went off of him, left him alone, and basically ramped him up. I gave him like a full assortment of weapons. So, yeah, that is the first mode. However, in the second mode, there's not really that much difference. The only difference is this hand is going to get replaced. This shield is going to stay. So, let us go on, shall we? Oh, and instead of just keeping you in the quiet, you guys actually get to hear me. Nah, I'm not going to do that. That's too time consuming. So, I'm going to stop recording here, and I will be back with my favorite. No, not my favorite. His other mode of transformation. There we go. I was gonna say transportation, but that's utterly wrong. So, with that, let us get on to the next part. Alright, we're back to this. Let's see. This is his second and final mode. Like I said, this shield stays. So, what did I add to this hand? I added a blade. Let's see if I can get this into a spot where you can actually see the whole thing. Because this one is very, very flimsy. Alright, let's see if we can hold it back. Alright. See, he has a full assortment of weapons on this one. He has a whole bunch of flame power, along with his claw weapons, or guns, or whatever they are. They're some kind of gun, I know that. And this also acts as a blade, because these are his little spear tips. So, that's pretty much all this guy has. I mean, this guy right here is just basically a body for these to go on. However, some of the weapons are quite flimsy, as you can see for this one. Oh, and I also have to mention, I have extra parts from this transformation. I have all these parts left over. I still haven't figured out what to do with them. So, in transformation, they just kind of get put off to the side for now. I don't know what to do with them, actually. I don't think I've ever known what to do with them. Oh well. And like I said, I've been looking down at the screen, just so I can see what I'm actually doing with this thing. Alright. So, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I could show you how I put it back on the bike, but I really don't want to do that because putting it back on the bike centered is a little difficult because the way it fits on the bike, it doesn't like to maneuver correctly. So, with that, I am the Burge, and I'll let Darkata wrap this up. This has been Darkata Burge. We did not have anything evil on this episode, so I am the only thing that exists that is evil on this video. So with that, we take our leave.